Well, now that the Taliban 5 are in Qatar, they're living there with few restrictions. My next guest wants to make sure the rest of the detainees don't end up here in America by making transfers from GITMO to the U.S. a crime. Tennessee Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn is my guest in studio. Great to see you, Congresswoman.
Good to see you. Thank you.
So how would we make it a crime?
What we do is pass the PROTECT Act, and this is a piece of legislation that I brought forward. Congressman Frank Wolf from there in Virginia is the lead co-sponsor on it with me. What we want to make certain is that it is a crime for anyone to participate in moving one of these detainees from Guantanamo Bay to the U.S.
A crime, though. I mean, there was a lot of discussion a few years ago about this happening.
That's right.
And then members of Congress got a lot of phone calls from residents in some of those states saying, we don't want these people at our prisons.
That's right. And it was January 22nd, 2009 executive order that the president signed. And then you had Hillary Clinton and others, December 15th of that year, write to the governor of Illinois saying, hey, we want to buy the Thompson prison and use it for some of these detainees. But you're exactly right. The American people said absolutely not.
Well, what kind of crime would it be? I mean, who would you charge a crime? You charge the president with a crime for transferring them?
Or any of the administration officials that participate in moving these detainees. The American people are sick of this lawlessness, whether it is dealing with the Taliban 5 or Guantanamo Bay or the IRS scandal. They are sick of the lawlessness. They want something done.
All right, so you're saying that you want to make it a crime to move them back here to the U.S. prisons. But then what is your solution for the whole situation of them lingering right now at GITMO?
There are some people who need to stay at GITMO. They have committed these crimes against our country. We know that. We know these enemy combatants have taken up arms against us. We need to leave them there at GITMO. They do not need to go back to their countries if we know that they are going to take up arms against us. Congress is frustrated with this. That is why we put the notification requirement, 30-day notification, in the National Defense Authorization Act a couple of years ago.
Which didn't happen when the
That's
Taliban
right. The president chose to circumvent that.
All right. Well, keep us up to date on this legislation and what happens. Congresswoman, great to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.